click the subscribe button down below and hit that notification bell, even if you're not new, if you haven't hit it yet, so that way you get notified every single time I post a video. Today, I'm going to be talking about why I joined the Air Force instead of another branch. I joined the Air Force, obviously, because I'm in the Air Force. I've been in for 5 years. That is probably one of the biggest questions I get is, why didn't you join another branch? So I was actually talking to the Army recruiter, though, before I joined, because I really just wanted to get out of my town. I just wanted to leave like now. And the Army's like, yo, we can get you out of here like 2 weeks from now. My mom, however, was like, yo, do not do that. I don't want you to join the Army because the Air Force is way better. The Air Force gets treated the best. They have the nicest things, the best living. And she knew that, so she was telling me. She knew I just wanted to leave ASAP, but she was also looking out for me because she wanted the best for me. So she was like, before you join the Army, just go talk to the Air Force recruiter. And she was literally like, if you want to join the Army still, cool, but at least give the Air Force a chance. Actually, it took me like a month to talk to her because she was never there. She was always gone, and I'd call her phone, never answer. I was like, bruh, after a month, like, people message me all the time saying like, my recruiter ignores me. Bro, same here. Be persistent. You might have one recruiter or two recruiters in your city, and they might be talking to 40 people right now. Just 40 right now that they're putting in, plus another 100 every week that are trying to contact them to join. You are not the only person trying to contact them. That is why they're ignoring you, because they already have their hands full. So you gotta show them why you deserve to be in their hands. So I pretty much was like calling. I left a sticky note on her door. I wasn't like, oh, I want to join the branch with the easiest basic training, because who cares? You're gonna join the military, just join it for what the branch is, not for what 2 months of it's gonna be like. You're signing a 4 or 6 year contract. Who cares what 2 months is gonna be like? So I didn't care about the boot camp or the basic training. None of that bothered me. The Air Force by far offers the best living conditions. Shout out to the sky right now. If you guys want to give this video a thumbs up, that would be totally dope of you guys. I would appreciate it. But the sky seriously looks amazing. If you guys can see the sunrise right now, it looks even better. And shout out to the Christmas tree that's on my face. That is my air freshener. Uncomparable. If you look up, just YouTube, Marine barracks, Navy barracks, Navy dorms, Army barracks, Army dorms, Air Force barracks, Air Force dorms. Guess what you're gonna find? That the other branches, dorms, and barracks freaking suck. But the Air Force, at some bases, has some pretty legit housing options for single airmen. Then you go to married, if you live on base. Air Force, more times than not, gonna have way better on base housing. I have seen and heard some nightmarish stories about on-base housing at Army bases, Marine bases, but the Air Force, even though I've heard a lot and seen a lot of nightmarish stories, there's a lot less of them. Now, I'm not saying that the Air Force has immaculate, crazy, amazing on-base living options for married life. Some bases do, which is, I think, is more than a lot of other, is more than the other military branches. But there's a lot less things wrong and a lot less issues with the Air Force, in my opinion. So, I mean, you guys can decide this yourself, but just overall, no comparison, Air Force to other on-base housing, dorms or married life on-base housing. Now, if you move off base, you don't have to deal with the military at all. Like, I bought my house from some civilian, so I picked my house, whatever, you know, so I didn't have to worry about it. So it has nothing to do with the military. And all the branches will give you the same, like, pay. So, like, the military in general pays the same. Everybody's like, so I know some people are like, oh, which branch pays more? They all pay the same. They pay off of rank. So I'm an E5 right now. So I'm a staff sergeant. I get paid to be a staff sergeant. Doesn't matter what my job is. It doesn't matter if I'm a crew chief, aircraft structural maintenance. That's what I am right now. Doesn't matter if I'm aircraft structural maintenance or metals technology or services or admin. Doesn't matter. Staff sergeant gets paid to be a staff sergeant. Doesn't matter what your job is. Same with all the other branches. You get paid off of your rank. So there's no like, well, I joined the Air Force because it pays better. No. Oh, another thing would be schooling. So the Air Force is more about schooling. I joined the Air Force because it was better if I wanted to go to school or college. I have not done that. No, I'll be honest. 5 years, I have not done that. But that's okay because, you know, I've got a lot of time. After I get out, I have the GI Bill. Like the Air Force has the community college of the Air Force. To my knowledge, I don't think the other branches have things like that. So you can actually get an accredited associate's degree through the Air Force, and they pretty much make it easy. They pretty much do it for you. I mean, you kind of have to work for it, but it's not like when I went to college, that was a whole different story, because college was really hard for me. But the Air Force, I mean, I've just like racked up credits because it's part of your training. Like when you finish your training, which is required, they'll kick you out if you don't finish your training. So like as you finish your training, they're like, here's college credits towards this degree or this degree. So I have like a aircraft structural maintenance degree. Like I don't have it yet. I'm one class away actually, so I need to do that. But they help you get a degree, so that way you're not screwed once you do get out. So at least you'll have an associate's degree after serving if you kind of put some work into it too. Like they will kind of hand you so much of it, you have to do the rest of the work. The Air Force just, it has the best treatment in my opinion. That's really why I joined. It's just the best treatment. That's why I joined over the other branches. Is because once I started looking into them and talking to them, I was like, wow, like the Air Force doesn't really get treated like crap like some of the other branches. Oh, bases. The base locations. The Air Force has some pretty awesome base locations. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, they all have some pretty cool locations too. But the Air Force, I think, overall has some of the best locations. Now, this also depends on like your job and everything else of where you can go, where you can get stationed. But I think the Air Force, in my own opinion, is the best for getting based different places. But that was my video on why I joined the Air Force over any of the other branches. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.